Allah Imla, Alhaynao Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, Wa Malaki, Bashim, Harawat, Kakodash, Barakatham, the Wada Baba, Wakwam Yasharab. Double honor to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone who teach us daily, and to the men out there teaching the likewise doctrine and city Shalom. Today we're going to get into a female Edomite judge who came out and basically said she's the new racist. I mean, what's the difference between the old racist and the new one? A racist is a racist. And they're all like that. You cannot rehabilitate Esau. Some of them have a lid on it better than others and are able to hide it better than others. But there's no difference between an old racist and a new racist. There's no difference because hate is hate. And all they're doing is acting on that perpetual hatred that the Lord put between Edom and Israel. They hate us, but they don't even know why. We know why, but they don't know why. See, that's the difference between Yasharallah and Edom. Yasharallah has the full understanding of everything. Edom is just a spoiled child in a playground who don't want to give up control. That's why the Lord is coming to take it from him. And we always told y'all, stop expecting the wicked to be righteous judges. It's not going to happen because they were not created to be that. They were created to be the wicked. They were created to punish us in every way possible. The thing is, though, what is just like the elder says, Manifest Destiny has a part 2. So keep that same energy when the shoe goes to the other foot. Meaning, keep that same energy when the Lord removes you from rulership and put back the Israelites back in rulership, starting with Lord Yahweh Shai, and then King David and 144,000, then the innumerable 1/3. Stop expecting these people to be righteous Israel. That's not going to happen. You see, they waxing worse and worse with the lies, with the propaganda, with the bullshit. And right now, we are at a wit's end. We are at the point whereas we've been said, F America. We just want to see it burn because of the fact that we're tired of Esau. Because his lies, they drain you, bro. And they drain you to the point that you don't even want to be around Edom. Their lies drain you. Their bullshit drains you. Their propaganda drains you. And they got lies for days. They will not run out of lies. That's what makes it so tiresome on the spirit. So, and we as Israelites, we're tired of being tired of Edom, because they're going to keep the bullshit going as long as they're in rulership. So, all you brothers out there, sincere brothers, I pray that you pray on this Day of Atonement. Get your prayers in. And I hope you're praying for revenge. But that's what I prayed for. To partake in the vengeance of Israel. Yes. These people still crying about reparations. Look, man, the Lord got this thing set up perfect. You don't want Esau's money as reparations because all you're going to do is give it right back to him. Then he's going to tax the shit out you. And what's going to change after that? Nothing. Because Esau going to still be in rulership over you. And then you're going to be broke, if not dead. So we don't want Esau's reparations. We want Esau's ass. That is the reparations. Now, let's go ahead and grab this video real quick. Now, the name of this video is Hatred. I'm a new racist. This Shedomite is a straight up demon. And she's a court judge, which there's no such thing as an Edomite judge. There's no such thing as an Edomite female judge. This is a woman who has been given the power to act on her self-hatred, or to act on her hatred towards Israel. She couldn't contain it no more. She couldn't play like she couldn't pretend no more. It had to surface. So let's see what she got to say. Check this out.
We begin tonight with a judge who makes life-altering decisions for families and those with disabilities, now accused of making racist comments and using shocking, derogatory language. Thank you for joining us for 7 News Detroit at 6. I'm Mike Duffy. 7 investigator Heather Catallo joins us now with more about why an Oakland County probate judge has been removed from her docket. Heather?
Mike, a high-ranking probate court official says he's been recording Judge Kathleen Ryan's statements for years. Even though probate court administrator Edward Hutton says he's been harassed by Judge Ryan, he says he does not want this to be about him. Hutton says he's coming forward now because he wants to protect the people who have to face Judge Ryan in the courtroom.
The Honorable Kathleen A. Ryan presiding.
Good morning. You may be seated.
After more than 13 years on the bench, Oakland County Chief Probate Pro Tem Judge Kathleen Ryan is out of her courtroom. Chief Probate Judge Linda Hallmark removed Judge Ryan from her docket last week, announcing that a complaint about internal allegations of unprofessional conduct was sent to the Judicial Tenure Commission. Judge Ryan was arrested in 2021 for domestic violence, but those charges were later dismissed. And now,
if she was charged with domestic violence and those charges were dismissed, that does not take away from the fact that she was still engaged in domestic violence. And which, no surprise to me, these westernized women trying to be a man and a woman at the same time with the accountability of a child, madness, confusion. I could see that in her. Listen to her. Listen to the statements that she said.
she's back in the headlines.
Well, if you're black from any other country, you're doing way better. If you're an American black person, then you're a lazy piece of
The 7
You heard that? She said, if you're so-called black from another country, you good. But if you're so-called black from here, she knows who the Israelites are. She knows who to aim her extreme hatred at. A fucking piece of shit, really? So, if we are special people above all people on the face of the earth, what does that make you, Edom? It makes you worse than the worst. Let's go.
investigators have obtained the recordings that county officials say prompted Judge Ryan's removal.
Oh, he's just I have no use for him.
She's made it a living hell in the past 6 years. I mean, it's been.
That's what Edomites do. They make existing a living hell. That's why they were created. But y'all seem to forget that. Y'all got to be constantly reminded that Edomites does not like you Israelites. But you steady looking for love from these people. You can't rehabilitate them. So my wish is for real, well, my prayer, Yahweh Ratazah, is that these people hurry up and earn their judgment. Let these people lie like they lie. Let these people steal like they steal. Let them murder like they murder, so they can earn their judgment and be dealt with. Stop trying to stop these people from doing what they were created to do. Let these people fall in their lots accordingly and be judged for it. That's the only way we're going to get out of here. You can't make something straight that the Lord made crooked. You can't. Let these people earn their judgment, so when it comes, they don't have anybody to blame but themselves. Stop trying to change them. Let these people stay in their lots. Let these people earn their judgment. Let's go.
Terrible. It's cost me relationships. I think it's affected my health. Can't sleep.
Attorney Edward Hutton is the Oakland County Probate Court Administrator. He's in charge of running everything that's not under the judge's purview inside one of the state's largest probate courts. Hutton alleges Judge Ryan has been calling him both during work and after hours for years. And Hutton says during those hours and hours of calls, Judge Ryan said highly inappropriate things.
Why did you start recording the calls?
I just felt like it wasn't going to change. Nothing's manipulated in it. It's conversations that I was a part of, and I'm absolutely willing to testify to the authenticity of every single one of them.
I can honestly say that. Okay, I'm not systemically racist. I'm a new racist.
What's the difference? Hate is hate, right? She says she's not a systematically racist, but she's a part of the system itself. So not only are you a racist, but you're also a liar.
I never was, but now I am because you're shoving the down my throat and making allegations that you don't know about. You're telling me who I am and you've never met me. You. You.
Hutton says the
That's all we need to see for real to really discern your spirit of what kind of person you are. You are Edomite piece of shit who should have been removed. You shouldn't have been in the courtroom because women they're not judges, first of all. Edomite women, no. The Lord only ordained Israelite men to be the righteous judges of the earth. That's why this earth is so out of whack. You got female Edomite judges, you got Edomite judges. So you'll never have justice here because these people hate you. They cannot shake it. But don't trip though, justice is on the way. And when he pull up with the holy angels, keep that same energy.
judge also used homophobic slurs about other elected officials.
You know.
And that's not all.
A lot of times they were.
This woman has no business being a judge if she's racially biased already. See, that's what Edomites do. They put people in positions they are not qualified for and then ignore their fuck-ups. Classic Edomites.
Conversations about sexual encounters that she's having with various individuals. I mean, in intimate detail.
Hutton says for years he felt like he had to play along, and he says for years he was afraid to speak up.
I didn't want to lose my job, and I didn't want to be in her crosshairs. It's such a David and Goliath situation. I don't have the power. I'm not elected. I could get fired tomorrow.
On May 24th, Hutton says he sent Chief Judge Linda Hallmark a notice of sexual harassment.
For 3 months, nothing happened.
That's why on August 22nd, Hutton says he decided to send the recordings to the Chief Justice of the State Supreme Court, Oakland County Executive David Coulter, and other public officials.
See, Edomite. That's why you will never have justice in Esau's kingdom, because they are racially biased. They have no business being moral judges. They know nothing about morality. They know nothing about morals. They know nothing about integrity or dignity, so they have no place being moral judges.
And he also contacted me.
I just want to make it right. I haven't filed a lawsuit. I'm not looking for a payday. I want to keep my job and do it in peace. That's not
gonna happen, homie. First of all, you came out on national TV snitching. So no, you ain't gonna be treated well at all, because now people know you snitch. Now people they gonna be what's the phrase? They're gonna be walking on eggshells around you. They're gonna be watching they walk around you because they know you record snitch and you snitch. So if something happened to this dude, hey, he brought that shit on himself because he went public snitching. Now it's a righteous thing that he did because this woman is very wicked, but still, you got to look at the reality of this thing. Once people find out you a snitch, it's over with, bro. People ain't gonna be dealing with you like they used to.
the people in Oakland County that come to court to get a fair shake, to have their day in court, to have an unbiased trier of fact.
In that email, Hutton said Judge Ryan, quote, has vocalized her hate and contempt for various protected groups. Once the recordings were shared with those state and county officials, Judge Ryan was removed from her docket.
Y'all see this? Y'all see this right here? This symbolizes justice is blind. That's a goddamn lie. That bitch can see. Because of the fact of this, you get a so-called black man, a so-called white man, and a so-called Chinese man commit the same crime. They're going to get 3 different sentences. They're going to get 3 different punishments. So yeah, that bitch can see. But that's why we tell y'all, you will never have true justice in Esau's kingdom because he's a bitch. Always in his feelings. This man been in his feelings for 2,000 years. So no, yeah, this bitch can see. Let's go.
Moved from her docket. In a statement, County Executive Coulter said, quote, "There is absolutely no place for harassment of any kind or for racist or homophobic language by anyone at Oakland County, especially by someone the public must be confident will act fairly and impartially."
It's not gonna happen. As long as it's an Edomite sitting on the bench, you can forget that. They about to enroll you into that pipeline to prison by lying on you, demonizing you, false accusing you, just to make their charges stick. So they can send you to prison and make money off of you. That is what Esau calls justice. Keep that same energy, baby.
The alleged conduct and abhorrent comments made by Judge Ryan merited her removal from the probate court docket pending further investigation.
What else do they need to investigate? See, they always come with that when they're trying to protect their own. It's going to be an investigation. What else you need to investigate? You done heard everything you need to hear to put her ass in jail. But demons protect demons. You only can expect that from Edom. So, told y'all to stop expecting these wicked ass people to be righteous judges. Not going to happen. Stop expecting them to do the right thing. It's not going to happen.
Is Judge Ryan fit to be on the bench?
Absolutely not. Nobody with that much hate in their heart for certain people or certain groups of people, I don't believe that they could possibly make fair, unbiased decisions.
And she's not. She's feeding that pipeline to prison. That's it.
Regarding them.
She has a quota to keep. Just like all these other corrupt ass judges. They got a quota. Just like the police. They got quotas.
I did reach out to Judge Kathleen Ryan to talk to her about this. Her attorneys sent me this statement that says, quote, "We respect the authority of the Michigan Supreme Court. However, we look forward to vindicating Judge Ryan in the appropriate forum." I also spoke to probate judge Daniel O'Brien. He says Judge Ryan's friends are supporting her and believe these statements are totally out of character for her.
Well, guess what? When somebody shows you who they are, you better believe them. See, these people live in denial, man. The deaf adder who stoppeth their ear.
All right, certainly a lot here, but what's next with the Judicial Tenure Commission?
Well, they cannot confirm or deny whether they are pursuing an investigation. There has been some.
Now, didn't we just read that a pending investigation is in place? Let me go back and see. I don't want to lie. We respect the authority of the Michigan Supreme Court. Oh, that ain't it. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Yep. It says the alleged conduct and abhorrent comments made by Judge Ryan merited her removal from the probate court docket pending further investigation. Now, how did it go from pending further investigation to they don't know if they're going to investigate or not? They looking for a loophole for this bitch. They're looking for a loophole in them 500-page laws, because that's all they are anyway, loopholes, to get this bitch off. We told y'all, stop expecting the wicked to be righteous. Not gonna happen.
Supporting her and believe these statements are totally out of character for her.
All right, certainly a lot here, but what's next with the Judicial Tenure Commission?
Well, they cannot confirm or deny whether they are pursuing an investigation. There has been
Now they don't know. Okay.
some reporting that suggested that the complaint against the judge involved an inappropriate personal relationship. Hutton says that is not true. He says there was no physical.
See, they're trying to find a way to demonize the snitch. Now, that doesn't negate from the fact that she said what she said in those recordings. You already see the play. They're trying to demonize the snitch.
contact. This was strictly a sexual harassment complaint about her alleged comments that started all of this. But again, he says the bigger issue here is what the judge says about people in protected classes, and he's hoping that that is what the JTC will focus on. So everybody's just sort of waiting to see what they will do.
And it sounds like
We ain't waiting on shit. We waiting on what Shimmy How Shy gonna do. But we know y'all ain't gonna do shit. So why even expect it? Y'all gonna get judged just like her ass. Let's get some scriptures, man. Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof, if not where, and who is he? These are not the judges of the earth. These are Edomites who've been given power to act on their indignation. I mean, perpetual hatred, Salaki. Now let's go to Job chapter 20. Salaki is kind of dark in here. My light bulb just blew, but I grab another one after this video. I'm kind of in the spirit rolling now, so I don't want to break it. This is Job chapter 20, verse 5. That the triumphant of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment. Now let's go to the Apocrypha. 2nd Ezra chapter 11. Trying to discredit the snitch. I mean, Esau. Yep, the world is tired of your shit all day. I can personally attest to that. Second Ezra chapter 11. Verse 40. And the fourth came and overcame all the beasts that were passed, and had power over the world with great fearfulness, and over the whole compass of the earth, which with much wicked oppression, and so long time dwelt he upon the earth with much deceit. This is Esau Edom. Verse 41, for the earth hast thou not judged with truth. There it is. These people are not judges. These people are Edomites acting on their perpetual hatred towards Israelites. Yeah, it's systematic racism all day. So yeah, she's a liar as well. Go to book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 9. Chapter 9, verse 18. A man of an ill tongue is dangerous in his city, and he that is rash in his talk shall be hated. Or in this case, a woman. Just talking, just spewing hatred. See, that's the difference between them and us. They spew hatred. We spit truth. They label truth hate speech because it's talking about them. Now they choose to demonize and lie on us just to paint us in a bad light. We don't have to demonize or lie on them. All we got to do is tell the truth to paint them in a bad light. That's what they don't like. Unfortunately for them, we don't give a fuck. Now let's keep going to come back to that. Go to Isaiah chapter 10. Verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they prescribe. When they write their grievousness, they prescribe their writing unfair laws. But see, the trick is they aim the laws at the public. But knowing that these laws they make gonna only affect us the most. That's how Esau disguises his mischief. Go to chapter 26. Verse 10, let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly and will not behold the majesty of the Lord. That's why we tell y'all, stop expecting the wicked to be righteous. Not going to happen. That is not why they were created. They were created to give Israelites hell until the Lord decide that's enough. Now it's time for your hell. Isaiah chapter 33, verse 1. Woe to thee that spoileth. Spoil mean to rob. In this case, they robbing people of their freedom by lying on them, feeding that pipeline to prison. Salaki. Let's start over Isaiah chapter 33, verse 1. Woe to thee that spoilest, which means to rob. And thou was not spoiled, and deal treacherously. Yeah, they treacherous because they lie. Look at Kamala Harris. What did she do before she became vice president? She was feeding that pipeline to prison, withholding evidence that can exonerate you. She got hell to pay too. Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they deal not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee. This is chapter 34, verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, which is Greek for Edom. Everywhere as the Edomite is, it's considered Idumea. And upon the people of my curse to judgment. Yes, Esau, you Edomites are the cursed people. We are under the curses, but you are the cursed people. That's why he marked you with pale skin, which is leprous in the Bible. And he marked some of you with blonde hair, which is also a curse. Let's keep going. Proverbs. But see, the Lord putting us under the curses were temporary. The people of his curse, that's permanent. That's until you die. Proverbs chapter 21, verse 10. Be Esau, there you go. Hold on, y'all. Now he messing with my blue letter. Let me grab the Bible. Hold on, y'all. Got it right here. Just I knew. See, that's why we bring it to camp. Just in case he start playing. Let me restart this phone. Nobody got time for that. All right, we're gonna find it in here. Proverbs chapter 21, verse 10. Okay. What chapter? 21. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 21, verse 10. The soul of the wicked desireth evil. His neighbors findeth no favor in his eyes. And it's a precept to that, which is John chapter 4, verse 5. James. Let's see what it do. Hold up. What is it, James? Yeah, James chapter 4, verse 5. 13, 15. Okay, James chapter 4, verse 5. Do ye think that the scripture saith in vain, the spirit that dwelleth in us lusteth to envy? So it's basically telling you that it's basically uh it's telling you that the scripture before this is real. It is not in vain. You better believe it. So let's go back to here. See if they Esau through playing people. All right, now it's working. Let's go back to the book of Sirach. Chapter 12, verse 3. There can no good come to him that is always occupied in evil, nor to him that giveth no alms. In this case, a woman. Now let's go to chapter 27. Chapter 27, verse 27. He that worketh mischief, it shall fall upon him, and he shall not know whence it cometh. We can go up a little bit to verse 24. I have hated many things, but nothing like him, for the Lord will hate him. Edom. Verse 26, whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that setteth the trap shall be taken therein. Verse 30, malice and wrath, even these are abominations, and the sinful man shall have them both. So yeah, Edom, you ain't got away with shit, bro. All you doing, what is he doing? They're earning their judgments. Sirach chapter 14. Verse 5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in all his goods. Now I'm sure she did I'm sure she did some Edomite people in court wrong too. But yet you Israelites still want these Edomites to love you. Now it says right here, he that is evil to himself, to whom shall it be good. So if they're evil to their own people, you think they gonna love you Israelites? No, they hate you the most. Book of James, chapter 2. Verse 13. For he shall have mercy without, for he shall have judgment without mercy, that have showed no mercy, and mercy rejoiceth against judgment. See, the Lord is all about balance. That balance is, he's bringing that balance back. If you haven't noticed, the curses are being lifted off of us and put on our enemies. James 1 and 8, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So what makes Esau unstable? What makes him double-minded? For the past 2,000 years, Esau been living in his feelings. That's what. He goes everywhere his feelings takes him. That's what you call it. That's even worse than a woman. Because a woman can't even trust her emotions. But a man who can't trust his emotions, You count that as a loss. That is dangerous. That's why this world is in dangerous conditions, because Esau follows his little ass emotions. Go to Proverbs chapter 10. Verse 2, treasures of the wicked profit nothing, but righteousness delivered from death. So if you wicked, how you think you're gonna be saved, quote unquote? You're not. Proverbs chapter 29. Verse 2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Now, one of her own had to expose her. Yeah, the wicked bear rule. That's why she had to go. And all of them finna go, not just her. Every Edomite in a power position is about to go into slavery if they survive the nuclear lake of fire. Go to Psalms. See what this one is. Go to 73. Psalm 73, verse 8, they are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. And what is speaking loftily? You speaking in a way that you think you better than somebody else. And did she not do that? Yes. She called us all kind of pieces of shit. Mm-hmm. Now let's go see what this one is. Psalm chapter 53, verse 1, to the chief musician upon Mahalah, my shield, a psalm of David. The fool has said in his heart, there is no Yahweh. And that's basically Edomites. That's where you get the word atheist from. There is no Yahweh. They are corrupt and have done abominable iniquity. There is none that doeth good. Edom, because Esau is the only fool that needs evidence that Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai exists. I think about it like this. Esau is a carnal man. He's not spiritual. So the Lord is not going to reveal himself to Esau because he only deals with Jacob. He have not dealt so with any other nation, roughly paraphrasing the scripture. So think about it like this: during the Renaissance, when they came out with that cheese and rice, they were replacing something. So ask yourself, what were they replacing? They were replacing what Putin pulled out those vaults. Your fear should know he's real because your fear is real. Your hatred towards us, his people, is real. If that isn't enough proof to you that these scriptures are real because they are describing everybody to the T, characteristically in real time. Yeah. There's no it's too many coincidences for it to be a coincidence. How many coincidences is it going to take for you to realize that these are not just coincidences? These are prophecies coming to pass. Yeah, he's describing every nation to the T, and because everything they was doing back then, they doing now. Go to Proverbs. That ain't it, man. I'm looking for Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 13, verse 23. Can the Ethiopian change his skin or the leopard his spots? Then ye may also do good that are accustomed to do evil. Now we know those things are not possible. Ethiopian cannot change his skin. Leopard cannot change his spots. So the wicked, the evil cannot do good. That's why we tell y'all stop expecting the wicked to be righteous. It's not going to happen. Get a couple more. We can close on this. Go to Psalms 83. These are the enemies of Israel. Psalms 83, we can start at verse 2. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. So if they lift up the head, that means they're looking down at you. Verse 3, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. That's why in the year 2024, y'all ain't getting reparations. Y'all want this paper money, monopoly money so bad, you don't even realize what the true reparations are. We're going to own these people. They are going to be our slaves for 1,000 years. That is the true reparation. That is the reparation that the Lord intended for us to have. Not no monopoly money that they're going to tax the shit out of. And you still going to be up under Esau's boot. The Lord knows what he's doing. Trust the process. You don't want this reparation because that'll put Esau in a position to say, well, we gave them what they wanted and they still over you. Now, this is not what we want. We want that ass. We want revenge. We want to partake in the vengeance with Yahweh Shem Yahushai for the controversy of Zion. You can keep your money. It's worthless anyway. Verse 4, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation that the name of Israel may be no more remembrance. That's why you niggas now. That's why you coloreds now. That's why you Black Americans now. That's why you African Americans now. They call you everything but what you really are because they don't want you to know who you really are. Verse 5, they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. These are all the nations that hate us because they know who we are. Verse 6, who's number one on the list? The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites, the Arabs, of Moab, the Chinese, and the Hagarenes. I think those are either more Ishmaelites or Africans, not shown that one. But I'll find out. Verse 7, Gabal, don't know who that is. Ammon, Japanese, and Amalek, the small hats. That's what I wanted to get. So the small hats are running this planet and they hate you. It'll be foolish and very unwise of you to think that they're going to take care of you. You're setting yourself up for disappointment again. Let's go to the book of Obadiah. Close this thing out. So what's going to happen to Esau? Let's see. Verse 2, first of all, the Lord setting you up, and then he going to execute. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. And them being despised is growing more and more by the day because they lie more and more. They just don't know. Lies separate people. Lies make you not even want to deal with nobody. I mean, that particular person who lied. That's who I'm talking. It make you not even want to deal with him. Esau did not think this thing through when he decided he gonna lie once he became back in rulership, that he's gonna lie for the next 2,000 years. He did not think this thing through, which is good for us because Yahweh Ratazah, the 144,000 gonna have that ass. Verse 9, and thy mighty men, O Teman, may be dismayed to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. Verse 10, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob and unrighteous decrees. Shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Verse 15, for the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen, as thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. Everything you put out, you're going to get back double. Verse 16, for as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yeah, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall not be as though they had not been. All the heathen, that's 17 nations. All of them going into captivity at the same time. That's why it said they shall be as though they had not been. 17 nations had never went into captivity at the same time. It's about to happen now. Verse 17, but upon my Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. Verse 18, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken. So, question of the day before we close. Well, I'm gonna hit you with something. I'm gonna give you something to think about first. In case you haven't noticed, if there are no Edomites around, racism does not exist. I'm gonna repeat that. If there's not an Edomite around, racism does not exist. The only time racism exists is when there's an Edomite present in their feelings. So how do you get rid of racism? The Lord is going to exterminate it at the root. He's going to get rid of Esau, which is the root of racism. Call Imlala, Hayanaw Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, Wamalakia, by Hashem, Hara, Wapakakorash, Barakathum, the water by Babawa, Kwam Yasharala. Shalom.